Hello again, everyone. Saki here, and welcome back to NASCAR Racing 2003 season, the 2019 mod with the 2021 car set, and we're here for 50 laps at the paperclip at Martinsville. We are on the pole in our Critical Role Camaro, and on the outside of row 3 is Brandon in that Mountain Dew Toyota. And let's get this race underway. Green flag is out. Kevin Harvick to our outside. Good launch into one. Let's try not to overdrive and get off the bottom. That's exactly what we did, but no worse for the wear as Harvick was choked up and down the back straightaway for the first time. We'll take it nice and easy here on this opening segment. Brandon already up to third and trying to make passes as we can, and we will be waiting on the lap cars to come into view as with drivers running side by side, they slow up pretty well, and if we're running as fast as we can by ourselves, we will catch them in no time at all. And Brandon making that move to the inside under Kevin Harvick, looking and completing that pass. So Brandon has his win already for this round. He is guaranteed into the round of 4, as well as Ryan Blaney with his win as well. We are mathematically involved, but it would be nice to get a win just to carry some momentum, even though it really doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. There will be ultimately 4 drivers leaving Martinsville with a chance to win the championship, and 2 have been decided. If you didn't see the last episode, Denny Hamlin is on the cutoff. However, if he finishes in the top 20, he will be mathematically in no matter what anyone does. So Denny Hamlin may be driving a conservative race. We will have to see. Although this is Martinsville, and bad mojo can strike at any time, especially as narrow and as deep as these braking zones are. You get drivers that want to try to make the pass, to dive bomb to the inside and get their fenders to the inside of others, and it's just a quick spin usually. We don't usually see a whole mess of cars involved in an incident here. Usually it's a tap and go and the drivers get flung into the wall. And we'll try not to let that happen to us today. It looks like we have a little bit better a launch on Brandon just watching the mirror. He gets into the corner a little bit better, which is his style, and we get that launch off. And it looks like the 77 Spire Motorsports car is going to be the first that falls into our clutches here. Luckily, single file. So if we can catch these guys single file, we can choose a line. But if they start running side by side, there's really nowhere to go. 3 wide isn't good in the corners, that's for sure. And you better have that pass done by the time you get into the corner, or bad mojo for everybody. And getting that launch off the corner, we do not need to come down to pit road, so we need to also make sure that these tires last at 3X tire wear. Locking up the tires will give us a very long green run of terribleness. We slide them just a little bit, not bad. And what I don't want that 77 to do is look to the inside of Daniel Suarez. Suarez holding up that 77, however, that rear bumper filled up with the 77. Then we have a clear shot up to Chase Briscoe and Anthony Alfredo. So let's go. Oh crap, this is what I don't want to see. Let's get to the inside of the 77 before he has any ideas here. And we might be able to get a 2 for now. We'll play it conservative, let Suarez get down back to the bottom, complete the pass on the 77, and start moving forward on Daniel. And don't even have to really lock up the tires or put ourselves in a bad position for that. That is all well and good. Let's put some laps down. Now they're side by side. That's going to help us gap Brandon a bit if he catches them side by side. Back single file, however, and catching up to the 14. I think our corner exit is what's really reeling in these guys. So every time we exit the corner, we're gaining just that ever so little bit. And looking back there, indeed they are side by side. In fact, that may be Brandon passing both of them. So Brandon clear in second place around those 2 lap cars, and then it'll be up to No, that's Kevin Harvick. So an AI car, a spoiler, who isn't in the round of 8, who doesn't have a shot at Homestead, is going to try to come up here and take this win from us, which he's still battling in the points, of course. A win is great points for his end of season finish. Let's try not to let that happen. We'll put the 14 one lap down here, let the 14 get back in line, and see if he can slow up old Kevin Harvick. Although teammates, not sure if he'll move over or not. Try to diamond the corner a bit, clip that bottom, a little loose on the bottom, but the tires have worn enough that the car isn't snappy. It's very sluggish at this point. A lot of brake pedal to the floor. And get that launch off of Alfredo as well. And now Kevin Harvick tries to make that pass. And Chase Briscoe's going to give him a hard time. Try to stay on that rear quarter panel. But I do believe Harvick does make the pass. And now moving up to Alfredo as well. Looking back, I don't see Brandon and what he is up to. So we'll just keep eyes out front and continue this on. Decent launch off the corner, and now it is just us and Harvick with really no lap traffic in front of us to talk about. This is where Kevin may start reeling us in. I'm not sure about his tire situation, how hard he is pushing. But it looks like we are a little bit tight on corner entry, so we can try to diamond the corner up, scrub some of that speed, let the car drift out right here, and then get the car cut. But unfortunately, the car is starting to lack the ability to cut. Having to brake nice and early, can't carry the speed that we once had. But it looks like Kevin is struggling with the same thing. Corey LaJoie in the 7 is the next car up for bids on The Price is Right. And in front of him, Quinn Houff and then Eric Jones. Oh, and yellow flag is out. We are going to come around and take the yellow. So Corey LaJoie will maintain his spot on the lead lap, and it looks like Brad Keselowski might have got a piece of that. Lap 19, remember what I said about going 3 wide? Well, Brad tries to go to the inside. Chase Elliott tries to go to the inside at the exact same time. Brad moves over on Chase. Chase holds his ground, spins out Brad, but also gets collected. And Chase is in a must-win this race if he wants to advance to the Final Four, and now he has heavy left side damage. At the same time, however, Ryan Blaney with that dive bomb tries to get a nose in there and does not give Chase Briscoe anything. Spins out Chase. Brandon getting through, and Chase gets it righted. However, Eric Almirola doesn't see, clips his teammate and hard into Kyle Larson, into his teammate and William Byron. So the caution would have definitely came out for one of these 2 spins. So 2 separate incidents on the racetrack. Lining up on the outside, we did not pit, and neither did anyone else. We have a few lap cars to the inside, Eric Almirola, and we will be taking lap 26 right here, halfway through the race. Green flag is out. Good jump, and we are going to try to make the best that we can out of this with those lap cars on the bottom of Kevin Harvick. It's going to be tough for the cars that are fighting for position to get down to the bottom. So this is our opportunity to run away as Kevin tries to fight back on that high side with Kyle Busch. Brandon back there as well. And just looking in that mirror, and Kevin Harvick does look like he has indeed, well, he tried to complete the pass, but his teammate is not letting him by. And that's going to allow us to gap Kevin just a little bit. And now Kevin Harvick is clear. We'll see if Kevin starts to make the charge up here as laps wind down. About 20 laps left to go. And at 22 seconds a lap, 23 seconds a lap, it'll be over in just a few minutes, essentially. Although now that cautions breed cautions, we can't rule out another yellow coming out here. There's still plenty of time for it as we are just past halfway. But looking back there, it doesn't look like Kevin Harvick has the speed faster than us. I think I saw Brandon on the inside there fighting for position. And Almirola still holding in third, so a decently fast lap down car. Giving the lead pack everything they can handle, allowing us to stretch this lead out just a bit. Good exit off the corner, and is that, I can't tell if that's Almirola or is that Brandon making a move. It looks like Almirola there, then Kyle Busch, and then Brandon riding in fourth place. And one thing about this caution reset with some lap cars to the inside, it's going to take a little bit more time for us, I think, to see lap cars, although the line of cars on the lead lap is a little bit longer than double file. So, you know, it may come out in the wash either way. And we have really gapped Kevin on that particular lap. His tires may be falling off as mine are. I've been doing what I feel a decent job of keeping the tires under me, braking early, not really punishing them going into the corner. And Almirola may actually be trying to make the pass on Kevin, which would help us out tremendously as well. We have led every lap so far this race, which doesn't add up in the grand scheme of things because this late in the year, Brandon has already led about 1/4 of the entire year's worth of laps, and we are down in the 15% range of all laps led, so we're not going to catch Brandon as far as laps led throughout the year. But trying to get maximum points for pride. And seeing Corey LaJoie, that is who we were working on before the yellow flag came out. So let's see if we can get him a lap down as they are battling side by side with Eric Jones. So we may catch them much quicker than we did on the first run. That being said, I'm not sure if any of these guys in the back decided to pit for tires. So if they are on tires, they may be a little bit faster than us. But we have gapped Kevin Harvick for sure. Those guys really falling off behind us. We have an entire straightaway, and at Martinsville, that might as well be an eternity. So let's just keep this car under us. It's starting to wash out, having to put a ton of wheel into this thing to get it around these 180-degree corners. And this is where our trouble may lie. We're going to have to take this nice and careful. We have the time to do so, which is great for us, but not great for the overall race pace. Yeah, these guys are really clustered up and are probably all running within 1/10 of each other. So this is going to be difficult to get through, to say the least. But looking back, don't see anyone in a mirror, so there's no need for us to Ryan Blaney this thing and go dive bombing anybody. Oh, and an engine expiring. Doesn't bring out the yellow though, so hopefully there's no fluid on the track. How cool would that be if this game actually did simulate fluid or rear end grease or whatever that was? And now we get into the nitty gritty, and these guys are hopefully not going to go 3 wide in front of us. We saw that brought out the caution last time. So let's follow Corey LaJoie here. Nice and easy, nice and respectful. Hi, how are you? And we'll see if we can complete the pass going into turn 1 here. Complete the pass on Corey. Nope. Oh, crap. Ooh. So LaJoie comes down. We keep it off the wall. And luckily we had enough gap that, yes, that hurt us, but we didn't lose a spot. However, we did slide and damage our tires just a bit. So any semblance of taking care of our tires may have just been eliminated right there. You see those deep skid marks in turn 1. And let's try this again, shall we? If we can get to the inside of Corey by himself, that would be awesome. But then Eric Jones and Quinn Houff are going to be a completely different issue. If you don't move, I'm going to move you. Let's go the outside. If those guys are really slow on the bottom, we may be able to roll. Yeah, I do not want to poke in the middle 3 wide. I'll charge through the middle 3 wide, though, if we can get that pass done on Corey and get back to the bottom. There we go. And Eric Jones just staying right in front of us. These lap cars are running us much harder than I would like them to, that is for sure. But now that we're around this first little group, their fighting is actually our advantage. The rest of these guys are single file up. We may be able to make up some of that time that we lost. No, of course they're going to go single file. Why would they fight hard? Well, it makes sense. They've already gone a lap down. Down the inside of Ross Chastain, he doesn't give us too much of a trouble. Barely cleared him off the corner, but doesn't hurt our entry into one. And looking back in the back, I don't see anyone making their way forward through those guys, so let's try to get our lead back as best we can. And try to turn that slide into something a little bit more positive. Yeah, this is set up nicely. Bass Pasta letting us through. On the bottom, not crowding us, giving us some room. And we'll get him off the corner. And set sights on Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and the 41. Cole Custer. And I am just hoping that white flag comes out. These tires are giving me all I can handle. What I wouldn't give for a pit stop right now, but that's a multiple lap sentence if we're going to try to come down for tires. Oh, and Stenhouse actually gives us the bottom. Maybe Ricky don't care anymore, because that is an uncharacteristic Ricky Stenhouse Jr. move right there. And we'll see if Cole Custer affords us that same respect here. We should be able to get to his inside, no problem. Rolls to the outside. Don't crowd me, Cole. Don't cold me, crowd. Well, he does battle us off the corner, no worries. We still have that forward drive. And not seeing anyone else in the mirror, so that group of last place running cars are really playing havoc with everyone else behind us. And was that a car on pit road that I saw coming down? And that is Brad Keselowski on pit road. White flag is out. Let's not screw this up. Let's get to the inside. Christopher Bell. No pressure from behind. I am not going to go trying to pass Bubba Wallace and Ryan Preece. Not worth it whatsoever. May not even be worth it to get Reddick, but Reddick leaves the door. Good on you, Tyler. And that will be checker flag for us. Flag to flag leading this race. If we weren't guaranteed a spot, we would have just got that spot, but Chase Elliott obviously did not take the win today and will be eliminated. And Brandon actually came across the line in second place, a good rally. Third place, Kevin Harvick. Fourth place, Kyle Busch. Fifth place, Ryan Blaney. Sixth place, and sixth place just this close, Joey Logano over Martin Truex Jr. in seventh. Eighth place, Denny Hamlin, locking his way into the Final Four. Ninth place, Kurt Busch, and rounding out your top 10 is Matt DiBenedetto. And let's take a look at this dang slide for life here to the inside. And yeah, it looks like Corey LaJoie just came down on us. I mean, we were on the bottom. We may have moved up just a little bit, but certainly can't go 3 wide. And there's Brandon already made the pass in second, so he was the one dealing with all that lap traffic crap. So as promised, going into our finale next week, Brandon, myself, Ryan Blaney, and Denny Hamlin on points. 15 points clear of Kyle Busch, Alex Bowman 35 back, Eric Almirola 39 back, and poor Chase Elliott missing that first race, 64 points back. And that sets us up for Phoenix next week, everyone. Even Steven. Will it be me, Brandon, Ryan Blaney, or Denny Hamlin that brings home the hardware? But I hope you'll tune in then. Like, share, and subscribe if you are so bold. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next week for this year's finale at Phoenix. Take care.